The oil industry is king here in Texas, but abandoned oil wells continue to plague Texas communities. Fox 51's Nolan Hoffman is here to tell us about the dangers of leaving wells abandoned and unsealed. Nolan.
Yeah, Katie, abandoned oil wells across the entire state and the impact they're having has caused the federal government to address it. I dove into the impacts and what the state is doing to address it in this special report. It's something the federal government is trying to combat.
There are 150,000 inactive unplugged wells in the state of Texas.
And it's not just Texas. The EPA estimates there are more than 2 million across the country.
This is East Texas, this is Pennsylvania, this is Ohio, this is West Virginia, this is California, this is Gulf of Mexico.
Back in 2021, the White House announced more than $1 billion for states to plug abandoned oil wells that they say could be harmful to the environment.
It's big, yes. It's bold, yes. And we can get it done.
The state of Texas received $343 million, the most of any state, to help clean up the problem. Virginia Palacios, who is the executive director at Commission Shift, a nonprofit organization that aims to hold the Railroad Commission of Texas accountable, said leaving oil wells unplugged can cause problems for the surrounding environment.
We've seen well blowouts both in South Texas and West Texas. There's a lot of leaking wells that we see throughout the state.
Environmentalists say abandoned, unsealed oil wells can leak harmful chemicals into the air, land, and drinking water, causing problems for landowners and wildlife.
We're aware of pretty widespread groundwater contamination from unplugged wells that started leaking, and ranchers have had to sell all the cattle on their property.
So why doesn't the state of Texas just go ahead and plug all of the wells? Palacios says the number just keeps climbing.
The Railroad Commission lets operators get plugging extensions over and over again.
Kevin Baugh plugs oil wells for a living along with his wife, Christina. They own Princess 3 operating in Henderson.
You just kind of go off of the depths that the state of Texas gives you, and you do what they tell you to do to be able to have it plugged and plugged correctly.
Is there an inspection after with the state to make sure it was done correctly?
They actually have a representative out there with you every day to make sure that you're doing it right.
According to the Railroad Commission of Texas, which regulates the oil and gas industry in the state, currently there are 8,500 abandoned orphan wells in the state. The communications director for the RRC, RJ De Silva, says Texas takes this problem seriously.
We plug the high-risk wells first to make sure that there's no pollution and underground freshwater sources, and that public safety and the environment are protected.
Each abandoned well can cost at least $20,000 to plug, and of the more than $300 million announced from the federal government for Texas, so far they've only received $25 million of it. De Silva added it's already made a positive impact on the cleanup efforts.
We started plugging orphan wells almost immediately. In fact, back in October, we became the first state to use those funds to plug orphan wells. So we're well on our way.
Palacios said the money from the Biden administration won't solve the problem for good.
I think it'll help to speed the pace of plugging in the short term, but it's not going to have an impact in the long term.
With solutions up to the state legislature.
In order to prevent wells from being unplugged forever, we have to change state policy. I mean, the money that's coming from the federal government is not going to change state policy.
The RRC says they are doing a lot more.
We exceed these goals consistently. In fact, for the last 6 years, we've gone beyond what the legislature has said in terms of the number of orphan well plugging. So that is a testament to the hard work that the agency does.
Making sure these lost oil wells that once helped power East Texas don't help destroy it. And so far this year, the state has plugged about 300 oil wells and hope to close about 1,800 by the end of 2023. It's only a dent, though, to the 9,000 abandoned wells the Railroad Commission has on their list, and it keeps growing. Reporting live in studio, Nolan Hoffman, Fox 51 News.